What is going on, you guys? It's the Elite Maniac 434 here, and today we're going to be reading you guys a WrestleMania Dream Match card. A lot of people's done this, but now I finally have all my figures and my Dream Match cards, so let's get to it. The first match I would have on the card would be a tag team match, and this would be a really good match in my opinion. It would be the Dudleys walking in as champions versus RVD and Rhino versus the New Day. I think this match would be honestly really awesome. I would add in the Hardy Boys if I had Hardy figures, but I don't. I would have it a ladder match, like I said, for the tag titles, and I would say that Rhino and RVD would walk out the champions in this match. So yeah, this is one of my dream matches just because I feel like it would be so cool. You got the Dudleys, who's one of the greatest tag teams of all time. You got the New Day, which have honestly earned their right in the tag division. They made a history, and I just think it'd be such a good match with them. And then adding these two guys, this is honestly one of my dream tag matches, and like I said, I would have Rhino and RVD walk out as tag team champions. Another match I would have at the card would be Sting versus Bray Wyatt. I think this match would be honestly really sick. Bray Wyatt with this gimmick, he's just a crazy gimmick, scary gimmick, the new face of fear, I guess you could say, and then you also have the boy Sting. I just think this build-up and promos would also be really good leading up to this match. I think the match would be pretty decent, knowing that Sting right now, is getting old, and I just think all the promo build-up and all of that, and just like the gimmicks colliding in a WrestleMania match would be crazy. So yeah, one of my dream matches would be Sting versus Bray Wyatt. Another dream match of mine would be Dean Ambrose and Lunatic Fringe versus Mankind. Honestly, this is a match that a lot of people wanted to see. It was going to happen, but Mankind, Mick Foley, was not cleared for this matchup, so unfortunately, it never will happen. But I have been crazy about this match. This is easily one of my dream matches just because they're so, honestly, in my opinion, yeah, Dean Ambrose is not that great right now, but Dean Ambrose is Dean Ambrose. He's crazy, he's high-flying, all that. Mick Foley's crazy, and he was sort of high-flying, I just feel like these guys would both collide really well. They could do easy, a street fight or a Hell in a Cell match. I'd probably lean towards a street fight, but, yeah, this would be an amazing match. I just love the build-up to it, the crazy promos they'd have. And yeah, this is one of my dream matches still to this day, and if it could happen, I'd love to see it. Yeah, and honestly, the winner out here would be Dean Ambrose, just because, yeah, it'd be cool to see one of my favorite of all time, Mick Foley, win, but, it'll probably, be one of his last matches. If this did happen, it would be more of, a passing to the torch. So, yeah, I would have Dean Ambrose win this match. And if you're wondering, for Sting versus Bray Wyatt, I would have Bray Wyatt win as well. Kind of like a passing to the torch. Another match I would have on the card would be the Beast Brock Lesnar versus the Destroyer, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. I honestly would love to see this match. Freaking Samoa Joe's a great wrestler. He's a beast. He can kick anybody's ass. Same with Brock Lesnar. He's a pretty decent wrestler now. He's a beast. He can kick anybody's ass. And I would just love to see this matchup. It would be a really good match. And honestly, if I had to choose a winner, I would go with Samoa Joe. I feel like Samoa Joe could be the dude to, take down Brock Lesnar. And, yeah, I think it would be great. Next match I would have would be the showstopper Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, versus the man, the architect, Seth Rollins. I would love to see this match. A lot of people compare him, but I don't think you can compare Shawn Michaels to anybody. Shawn Michaels is Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. But I would just love to see this match. Shawn Michaels is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And then you see the boy, Seth Rollins. He's a great wrestler, currently injured yet again. But I would love to see this match. It would be such a good match, such a good build-up, all those good things. So yeah, and if I had to pick a winner, I would probably pick Shawn Michaels. I don't know why, I just feel like, there's a lot of passing to the torch in this matches, and I would just love to see Shawn Michaels win. So yeah. Next match I would love to see would be The Undertaker versus John Cena. It's bound to happen. We want to see it, but we're probably going to see Roman Reigns versus Undertaker. It's just one of those matches everybody's been asking for, been craving for, since, people have been asking for Sting versus Undertaker. We're probably never going to get that match either, but now it's Cena and Undertaker. I would love to see John Cena versus The Undertaker. It's just one of those matches that needs to happen, John Cena's John Cena. One of the greatest, Undertaker's Undertaker, one of the greatest. It would just be such a good match. They have faced before, but this wasn't a big deal match. It was a match on SmackDown or Raw or something. But a match on WrestleMania, Undertaker versus John Cena, it's bound to happen. If I had to pick somebody, I would say The Undertaker. I don't want to see Cena beat Undertaker's streak. I don't want it to be like him beating the streak along with Brock Lesnar. I would love to see Undertaker beat John Cena. This is one of my dream matches as well, which would be the prize fighter Kevin Owens versus the best in the world, CM Punk. I fucking love CM Punk to death. He's my favorite of all time. And if anybody knows me, CM Punk and Kevin Owens are like my favorite. So I would love to see this match. I'd just love it. It'd be a really good match. Kevin Owens is doing great right now. CM Punk, he's not doing anything. He is in UFC, but he lost his match. I just think this would be such a good match. Kevin Owens has such a good... he's a good talker. CM Punk is one of the best talkers of all time. Kevin Owens is a great heel. CM Punk was a great heel. This match would be amazing. And if I had to choose a winner, I would say CM Punk. Another match I'd have on the card would be Eddie Guerrero versus Cesaro. Unfortunately, this match can never happen due to Eddie Guerrero passing away a couple years ago. But Cesaro here, I think this match would be amazing. First of all, Eddie Guerrero is one of the best technical wrestlers of all time. Cesaro is a great technical wrestler. He's a great wrestler. He had the match with John Cena back on Raw. Those were the only things that were good on Raw back then. And yeah, I think this match would be amazing. Imagine this match. And if I had to choose somebody to win, it would be Cesaro. The next match would be a ladder match. Justin Gabriel versus John Morrison versus Tyson Kidd versus Neville versus Evan Bourne versus Kalisto. These guys are all pretty great wrestlers. You know, Justin Gabriel's a great high flyer. John Morrison's a great high flyer. Tyson Kidd can't do some high flying moves. He's a really good wrestler. Neville's is one of the best high flyers. Same with Evan Bourne and Kalisto. Not much Kalisto, but I think this match would be really, really good. Some really good spots. I think it would be a ladder match for the Money in the Bank. My Money in the Bank briefcase is, I don't know where it is right now, so I can't get it. But yeah, I would love this to be a Money in the Bank match. I think it would be phenomenal. And I don't know who would have win. Probably put over, probably Justin Gabriel or Neville. I can't really choose, but yeah, one of those guys I'd have win. I think it'd be a really good match, and this is one of my dream matches just because I feel like, I don't know, it'd just be a good match. So, yeah. In the card, which would be the pre-main event, would be Christian, the World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Sami Zayn. They're both Canadian wrestlers. They're both amazing wrestlers, so talented. Both of them. Christian is a legend himself. Sami Zayn is an underrated wrestler who deserves way more than he's getting right now. And honestly, I feel like this match would be amazing. Sami Zayn versus Christian. I don't know why, but I would just love to see this match. It would be amazing. If I had an edge, I'd do Edge versus Sami Zayn or something. But, like, man, I'd love to see this match. I would have Christian walk in the World Heavyweight Champion and Sami Zayn walk out the World Heavyweight Champion, winning the belt, having his WrestleMania moment. So yeah, that would be my pre-main event, and let's get to the main event of my WrestleMania. My main event to my WrestleMania would be the phenomenal one, AJ Styles taking on the Demon King Finn Balor. This match would be absolutely amazing, one, because they're both former Bullet Club leaders, and who wouldn't want to see two former Bullet Club leaders, probably the best Bullet Club leaders in my opinion, face off in a match for the main title, the WWE title. It would walk in AJ Styles as the WWE Champion and walk out Finn Balor as the new WWE Champion. I would love to see this match. I hope it can happen, but they're both on different brands right now. Yeah, I would have Finn Balor walk out champion. One being because Finn Balor deserves the WWE Championship, and it's just so deserved for Finn Balor. It would be such a good promo, as I mentioned, Styles with his cocky attitude, doing all those great promos, and then you got the Demon King, Finn Balor, walking out to a great entrance, you know, walking out to a really cool face paint. It would be a great match, and I'd love to see it. So yeah, that is my match card for WrestleMania. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until my next video, see you next time.